A lady was driving down the road and she saw a snake. She jumped out the car to investigate what was going on with the snake, and she saw that the snake was injured. Being that she was a nurturing person, she decided to take the snake home and try to nurture it back to health. Well, she took the snake home, cleaned it up, got the blood off of it, patched it up, nurtured it, and nursed it right back to health. She grew fond of the snake, so she allowed the snake to stay with her. One night when she was getting ready to go to bed, she noticed that previously the snake had been acting funny, but tonight the snake had shed its skin. She didn't think nothing about it. She thought that the snake was probably sick or, whatever. So she went on to bed. That night while she slept, the snake crept in the bed with her and bit on her ankle. While she was fighting for her life, she managed to ask the snake one question. She said, after I helped you, after I've nurtured you, after I've saved your life, what would make you bite me to the point where now I'm fighting for my life? And the snake replied and said, when you picked me up, you knew I was a snake. No matter how hard I fought to not be a snake, that's my nature. When you saw me shedding my skin, that was just me acting out of my nature. The moral of the story is this: when people show you who they are, believe them. Some people, it don't matter how much you do for them, how much you help them, a snake will be a snake.
And the love I showed people, I never got that love back in return. Never. Never, not one time. That's why I don't get close to people now, because when I love you, I don't care about what consequences come. I am the sacrificial lamb if I love you. I'm getting up out of my bed at 3 a.m. in the morning for you. I'm going to die for you. I'm going to kill for you. Whatever it means, I'm going to do this. They will use me until they didn't need me no more.
Strangers with memories. We used to be more than that, but there's no better way to describe us now. It tears me apart, realizing that I used to know everything about you, pour my heart out, the good and the bad, and now I don't know the first thing about you. But life goes on, and for better or worse, those memories will always sit with me like a curse.
There's nothing in the world that can get you more fucking upset than getting your heart broken. Yeah, that's the worst shit in the world, bro. Getting your fucking heart broken.
I think what people don't understand about heartbreak is the grief. And so this is why I talk about it so much, and maybe you should talk to someone, because it's not just that you lost the present with that person. It's that you lost the future that you had created in your mind. So you're losing the dailiness. There's something really profound about the person you tell all the minutia of your day. The person you know so much about each other, and you know each other's habits and quirks. This, again, being understood, being truly known. It's such a delicious feeling, being truly known. And so this person knows like what kind of pizza you like, or this quirky habit you have, or what TV shows you watch, or that thing that you do with your eyes when you're excited. They know all those little seemingly trivial details that are so important about being known. And they know your history, and they know about your family, and they know who your friends are, and you've had shared experiences with this person. So you have all that history together. Even, by the way, if it was only 6 months, you have a lot together, or a year. And so in that time, you started to imagine, oh, and then this is going to happen next year. And then in 5 years, this will happen, or we're going to grow old together. Whatever you imagine will happen. And you become attached to their friends, and they attach to your friends. And then you lose the dailiness of being known. You lose the bigger circle that you had, and you lose the companionship. You lose the physical connection. You lose all of that, but you also lose this idea of what was to come.
I was in love with this girl, and I remember the way she looked at me, and she gave me this big hug, and I don't know why that specific moment stuck with me so much. I was so excited that I was getting one step closer potentially to getting close to that dream of the house, the family. It kind of fucked me up that I remember genuinely crying my heart out to her, begging for her. And there was one thing that she said, and I'll never forget this, that she didn't want to see a life with someone like me.
I'm sorry for you feeling that way.
Yeah, why should a man get married when women want to leave so easily?
When they leave so easily.
This is what I think. Most women are so bought into the vision of marriage that they never really consider what it means to be a wife. So then when they get into marriage and now they are a wife, they hate the role. because they don't know what it is. And most times, because in society, they make you feel like you need to get married and start a family, they choose the person that they like the most. Maybe even they love the most in that moment. But marriage is not something that should be based inside of, I like this person enough. They were persistent enough. They were romantic enough. Marriage, to make it in the long haul, has to be rooted in something real, like God, purpose, and alignment, similar core values, right?
Have you noticed men don't bounce back from hard breakups?
Yeah.
Oh, they really don't.
It ain't if like once they go through like, not if you just fucking with somebody and you know what I mean and passing, but if a man been like a real long-term relationship, he don't just leave that motherfucker and go jump to some new shit and be happy.
Yeah.
Not unless he been unhappy for a real long time. But if that nigga was happy at some point and then she completely switched the program, that shit fucking nigga up.
How do you deal with heartbreak?
Yeah, the man don't. That shit, I'm telling you, it is like you either gonna be a better man after that or your shit finna go way the fuck down. It ain't no in between.
Have you ever had your heart broke?
Hell yeah.
How many times?
Once.
And so, because it only happened at one time, you ain't never let it happen
But
again.
it didn't like it just happened in one day. Like it took a long time for it to be like, you know what I'm saying, for it to be completely done. It was like you break your back and then after 5 years of rehab,
now you
surgeries,
feel it, you still
like,
feel
yeah,
it.
it was like, nigga,
but it's
I
working
had
now.
13 surgeries on my heart after that shit got broke. I had to learn how to walk again.
So
I
what
was
would you
eating
do for
soft
her
food.
today?
Nothing.
Like, you still got love for her though?
Man, you grow this shit, it don't last forever. But if you get caught at a certain point in your life, the time that it take to recover back from a real heartbreak, that shit take a long time. Like this, the more you get up in life.
But you know what?
After heartbreak, you will honestly never be the same person again. Understand that this pain that you experienced is gonna change you. After you eventually heal from the pain of not being with this person anymore, her leaving your life, you leaving hers, you won't be the same. I feel like there's two paths you could go down. You could either go down the path where it makes you a stronger person, a stronger individual, and the heartbreak kind of shapes you into the person that you were always meant to become. Or you could go down the path where it makes you weaker. It makes you insecure about yourself. It makes you self-conscious a little bit more. It makes you lose sight of your potential. But the thing that we both can control is the path that we choose to go down. Are you gonna let the reason that this girl broke your heart or y'all are just not working out anymore, are you gonna let that be the reason why you're a weaker person? Why you start thinking more negatively towards yourself? Understand that you're stronger than you think. Understand that if you are able to love somebody and able to let them go, that is the strongest thing to do. It hurts, I understand it. So for you to be able to be a person that can love somebody and be willing to let them go and move on from the situation, move on from the love that y'all shared that was once so great, just see strength in that, and that strength will lead you towards a path of becoming a version of yourself that was even stronger than you were before. Don't be the person that goes around hurting women because you were once hurt. Be the person that comes out of a relationship stronger, wiser, with more wisdom, with more love than ever. Become the best version of yourself. Stop letting situations that hurt you make you into a person that everyone around you fucking hates. Continue to be lovable and continue to be the good person that we both know you are. Understand that pain only makes us stronger, but it's only if we view it as a strength instead of a weakness. Choose to become the best version of yourself because you honestly won't be the same after that heartbreak.